Hi, and welcome back to Temple Baptist Church Online Devotion. I'm glad that you're with me today. Today, I'm continuing my study in the Songs of Ascent, and today we're in Psalm 132. Psalm 132, this devotion is entitled, God Remembers the Faithful. It starts out in this way. Lord, remember David and all his afflictions, how he swore to the Lord and vowed to the Mighty One of Jacob, surely I will not go into the chamber of my house, or go up to the comfort of my bed. I will not give sleep to my eyes, or slumber to my eyelids, until I find a place for the Lord, a dwelling place for the Mighty One of Jacob. The prayer here is that God would remember David. That David purposed in his heart that God would be the center of his life, and he struggled with that from time to time. David purposed in his heart that God would be the center for the Israelites, the center for them as a people, that God would be the focal point. And of course, they struggled with that from time to time. David desired for God to have a place, for there to be a place where the people knew that they could come to that place, and there they could be in the presence of the Lord. And so this psalm begins by a prayer. Lord, remember David and all his afflictions. David vowed to the Mighty One. David desired for the Mighty One to be exalted and lifted up. David tried to, as much as he could within his own heart, with his own strength, make sure that he was faithful unto the Lord. David strived as a man after God's own heart to be faithful in his life. And of course, we see over the course of David's life that he struggled with that. Paul, the apostle, the one who had previously persecuted the church, but then was laid hold of by Christ to become a disciple, to be a preacher, to be a missionary, to be one who is a church planter. Paul says in his letter to the Romans that oftentimes there are those things that I don't desire to do that I end up doing, and the things that I desire to do, I don't do them. So there are things that I don't want to do that I end up doing, and things that I want to do that I don't end up doing because of the sin nature that I struggle with, and we all have that sin nature. And so theoretically, we all are like David in some sense. We want to put God first. We want to make sure that God is our foundation. We want to make sure that God is who we keep our eyes on, and yet we still struggle with that. But God looks at our heart, and he knows our struggle, just as he knew the struggle of David. It says in verse 11 of Psalm 132, the Lord has sworn in truth to David. He will not turn from it. I will set upon your throne the fruit of your body. If your sons will keep my covenant and my testimony, which I shall teach them, their sons also shall sit upon your throne forevermore. And then it goes down into verse 17. There I will make the horn of David grow. I will prepare a lamp for my anointed. His enemies I will clothe with shame, but upon himself his crown shall flourish. God desires not only to remember, but God desires to honor, and God desires to grow those that desire to be faithful to him. Where is your heart today? God remembers the faithful. Are you faithful unto the Lord? Have you faithfully set your attention upon him? Have you faithfully opened and given him complete access to all that you are, to your heart, to your mind, to your soul? Have you laid yourself before the altar of God and said, here I am, Lord. Do with me Use me. Send me. Do with me as you wish. God remembers the faithful. And if you're struggling with being faithful in your life, we'd love to help you. Temple Baptist Church, we meet on Sundays at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., and 6 p.m. And if you don't have a church home, come and let us help you grow in your faithfulness in Christ Jesus. Now, God bless you. And I hope that you return again next time as we look at Psalm 133, God honors unity. I'll see you then.